Welcome everyone to Grassroots Late Model Stock Car Series here at Rockingham. Qualifying currently underway. Actually, qualifying should be almost done now. Right now, Bradley Wright sitting on pole. Rigney second, Falcon Smith third, Kevin Feemster fourth. Joshua Garrison fifth, James Kerr sixth, Thomas Melnick seventh, Brian Rupert eighth, and Patrick Allen in ninth. There we go. Changing over to warm up, so we got a 2-minute warm up here. Let's see here if any cars come out on pit road. James Kerr out there turning some laps in the 75 High Rock Vodka Chevrolet. Another minute here and we will grid up here for the race. Grassroots Late Model Stock Car Series here at Rockingham. Excuse me. Warm up comes to an end here. at Rockingham Speedway. We will have green flag racing here in just a moment. 75 laps here tonight. Looks like only 9 cars, so a smaller field. Should be hopefully a pretty clean race. This is a pretty big track, really bumpy though. Really hard to handle these cars, at least the super late models. Pretty tough to drive, but these should be a little bit better. Cars are now rolling here around Rockingham. Nine cars on track here tonight. Patrick Allen gonna get him a top 10 out of this thing if he can hold it together in one piece and make a few laps. Riley Wright is your race leader. Jeremy Rigney will start on outside pole. Falcon Smith starts third. Feemster starts fourth. We are green flag here. Rockingham looks like the 15 may have kind of missed a gear there or something, caused the one of Feemster to have to check up a little bit. For Falcon Smith now in third. Got some really good looking paint schemes on these cars. Joshua Garrison, the pilot, Flying J, 18. Feemster with one of his #1 custom paint schemes. Looks really good. That 34 looks good too. Falcon Smith. 2 laps in so far, and we keep it green, keep it clean here. Oh, I spoke too soon. 18 of Joshua Garrison got in a little hot there, looks like, and that's gonna probably ruin Kevin Feemster's day. I think they do have a faster pair, so Feemster definitely will have to use that. Let's on board with Joshua Garrison there. Looks like he just got in to the turn just a little too hard. See it, it's just had the inside position. Slow it down a little bit here. A little bit of net code there too. Looked like the one of Kevin Feemster definitely was making his way down. Oh, he gets rear-ended by the 8 of Brian Rupert. Patrick Allen Jr. makes it through. Take a ride on board with Patrick Allen Jr. here. There he sees the wreck. Big hit there. Gets it woed down. Good job there by Patrick Allen Jr. avoiding that wreck. And he is now being scored in 4th place, so shout out to Patrick Allen Jr. in that 45 Monster Energy machine. It looks like Brian Rupert, Kevin Feemster, Joshua Garrison, James Kerr, and Thomas Melnick all came down pit road. Sure, they probably had some damage of some sort. That is the first caution of the evening. And it was because of some contact between the 18 of Joshua Garrison and the 1 of Kevin Feemster, which also involved 75, the 8, the 00, with the 45. Patrick Allen Jr. made his way through that wreck. Gotten better at wreck avoidance there on his end for sure. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Got Brian Rupert saying let's go. Good buddy Brandon saying neat. Yeah, we finally we're starting to upgrade a little bit. Got the music intro. We'll start even more getting some points put up there for everybody from week to week for Friday and our Saturday series as they go green flag once again here. Lap 6 of 75. Brian Rupert also saying hashtag roll tide. So Brian Rupert, you get what you get and you get what you deserve, and that is exactly why you were involved in that first wreck. Go Dogs till the day I die. But also we got One True Buzz. I'm assuming that's Matthew Leiter in the chat. Got the SNS playoffs starting right after this race, actually. So be kind of a doubleheader for several of these drivers. Briley Wright, Kevin Feemster, Patrick Allen, Brian Rupert, Kerr, Joshua Garrison, and myself as well will be in that truck race. So Patrick Allen is still in 5th right now. Lost 1 spot, but not too bad to start with. Thomas Melnick back there in 9th. And Bradley Wright out to a 2nd lead right now over the 15 of Jeremy Rigney. Pizza Hut machine there of Jeremy Rigney, currently running in 2nd place. Falcon Smith in that 34 machine running 3rd. Kevin Feemster rebounded pretty well from that wreck that he was involved in, now running 4th. But right now, Bradley Wright is putting them down and putting down some fast laps there in that 51. Sponsorless. Get some sponsors for that fella there. Comes to lap 11 of 75. Again, these are really short races, really quick. So if you're interested in racing in this series, let Brian Rupert know. It's really fun. Love these cars. We run something similar late Monday night, and it's just a lot of fun. So if you're watching and you want to race, please shoot me a message or shoot Brian Rupert a message. We'll get y'all in this series and try and get our car count up a little bit. Only 9 cars. That's the more cars there are, the more fun, more action there is out there on the racetrack. But Bradley Wright right now just putting on a clinic. He's very good in these cars. Patrick Allen Jr. right there in 5th. He's trying to battle up there for that 4th spot as Kevin Feemster moves into 3rd. He's got some speed in that number 1 car. Yeah, Brandon in the chat said, let's see Feem win this, and probably wasn't 30 seconds later. Feem was turned around in the outside wall and had some pretty severe damage, and I did the same thing. Commentators curse. I said that it was clean and so far, and then as soon as I said that, the wreck happened. So I'm not going to say anything else the rest of the race. Lap 15 of 75 here. Again, these races really, really quick races, especially when we keep it green. Only had one caution so far for that incident between Joshua Garrison and Kevin Feemster. Again, it did look, I mean, it was definitely a little bit of net code, but 18 definitely looked like he may have sent it in there a little too, just sent it in there a little too hard, bud. But Kevin Feemster running in third right now. He's running down second place, Jeremy Rigney. Slowly but surely catching that 15 car. But then he's got 2 seconds that he has to make up on Briley Wright, the race leader at this moment. And anybody that is viewing, if you do not follow us, please go over there and hit that follow button. We're at 291 followers here on Twitch, so trying to get to that 300 mark here, honestly, as soon as we can. So if you have any buddies, friends, family that are on Twitch and they don't follow us, get them to follow us too. We usually have 2 or 3 races a week, and then a couple flight simulator flights on here as well. So we do a little bit of everything here on ARCS Racing Networks. And Patrick Allen is falling off the pace. He was up there battling with Falcon Smith, but unfortunately it looks like he may have used up his tires, or maybe when he didn't pit, those tires are just starting to really fall off, as Brian Rupert now has gone around him for 5th, and Joshua Garrison right behind him in 7th, battling for that 6th position. Well, Cody Riggs in the chat. Good to have you in here, buddy. Yeah, your buddy Briley is he's putting on a clinic here today, for sure. Go back up to Briley. Haven't really been watching him because he is literally in a different zip code, not only on the racetrack, but his lap times as well. His best lap time so far is a 25.41. Second place Jeremy Rigney's best lap time is a 25.6. So Briley's fastest lap is about 0.2 faster than second place. Kevin Feemster actually had a 25.5. So again, that's why you could see him kind of reeling in the 15 of Rigney, but now they're all kind of running pretty much the same race pace, around 25.6, 25.7, except for Patrick Allen running 26.20, and that is why he is losing so much time. Just burn the tires off that thing, and times you just that just happens here. But riding on board with Briley Wright in that number 51 late model stock car, and he is just on an island by his lonesome. Here you see, I mean, they're a full straightaway behind right now. They'll be coming to lap 25 of 75 this time by. So right at about 50 laps to go here. 51 to be exact. You see Jeremy Rigney in second. He was gaining just a little bit, not much, definitely gained a little bit, but now starting to lose some time, as well as Kevin Feemster. Looks like he's kind of used up his tires as well as he was catching Jeremy Rigney, now about 0.8 back from him, running in third place. Falcon Smith still in fourth, Brian Rupert fifth, Joshua Garrison sixth. Patrick Allen is still in seventh, but he is losing a lot of time. Go back to Patrick Allen Jr., there he is right there. Running in 7th. Let's turn the driver details off. Nobody wants to see that. Good Lord Almighty. He is 10.2 seconds back from Briley Wright right now. Thomas Melnick, sorry, is 11.6 seconds back, and then James Kerr 12. I think Kerr may have some damage still from that initial wreck. I think he was trying to save his fast repair, thinking that maybe there was another caution, because Kerr is usually very, very good in these cars, very fast, and it looks like he may just have some damage that is really affecting him at the moment. Still a 9th place finish though, even if it finishes how it finishes, so nothing to complain about there. Still a lot of really good competition out here. But Briley Wright in that 51 machine has led the way all night long, and now has opened the gap to 2.6 seconds on Jeremy Rigney. And everybody kind of in their own little bubble on the racetrack, other than Brian Rupert and Joshua Garrison. They're racing side by side, so we'll watch them for a few laps here. Everybody else kind of just in their own, like I said, kind of in their own little bubble on the track. No one in front of them, no one behind them. They're just cruising out there. The 18 looking low. Probably has some flashbacks from what happened with Feemster. He's going to kind of back off a little bit. Brian Rupert with a really, really good looking paint scheme as well, with that number 8 Goodwrench with the chrome number 8. Good looking car out there. Currently running in the top 5, but under pressure from the 18 of Joshua Garrison. These two are about 9.5 seconds back from our race leader of Briley Wright, who again has just absolutely taken off, as now Patrick Allen Jr. about to fall victim to 8th and 9th place back here. Thomas Melnick's gonna get, almost get in front of him. To check up just a little bit, but he still makes it. Now James Kerr coming to the inside. And Patrick Allen Jr. in the wall just a little bit, and he will fall back to 9th place. So restarted 4th, now back to 9th. Tires just didn't hang in there for that number 45 Monster Energy machine. 75 of James Kerr now making a pass, trying to make a pass on the 00 of Thomas Melnick. Side by side, this is for 7th place. Running about 25-26 second laps here, so Patrick Allen Jr. and these two are about 10 seconds from actually going a lap down from our race leader Briley Wright. So that just shows the pace that Briley has set, as the 75 of James Kerr does make that pass on Thomas Melnick cleanly. So he will go into 7th place. Gonna have his eyes set on Joshua Garrison and Brian Rupert. You know, we said he had some damage. It could have just been he was saving his tires. I mean, it's a very, very long race as far as one set of tires go. So he could have been saving his stuff. We know he's very good at that, and it definitely looks like he has some speed back in that car now. And he was able to pull away from Patrick Allen and Thomas Melnick. Now he's going to try and reel in Joshua Garrison and Brian Rupert, who are still racing. Not quite side by side, but very, very close to each other. Oh, and Feimster up here in third has actually caught Jeremy Rigney, and he's going to try and make the pass here. To lap 40 of 75 here. About 36 laps left here at Rockingham Speedway. Really cool racetrack. Obviously, no one in real life, and at least the big series, run here, but really, really fun track to race on. Really bumpy, but still a lot of fun here. So. Feimster made an attempt at a pass. He's going to try it again here, coming down the back straightaway. And the 15's right up against the wall, almost touches the wall actually. This Feimster should be able to send it in pretty hard here in one. Oh, they're going to make a little bit of contact there. Feimster does send it in, kind of goes up the hill. The 15's going to kind of pinch Feimster down there, and they're still side by side. And this is exactly what that 51 wants to see in his rearview mirror. Obviously 3 seconds ahead, he can't really see these cars, but when his relatives show these two side by side, he just continues to pull away. Brian Rupert and Joshua Garrison also still battling. Looks like Feimster may be able to clear Rigney right here. Gonna send it in deep, probably wash up the track a little bit. Now the 15's gonna, I thought about crossing him over. Yep. Cross him over here in 1 and 2. Again, looked like Feimster did kind of block him a little bit, but I mean, got to keep that position. So Kevin Feimster now moves into second place, and he's going to try and set his eyes on Briley Wright. Maybe he has some tires left in that thing. Able to run down Jeremy Rigney and pass him. So we'll keep an eye on that here as we come. We'll be coming to 30 to go this time at the line. So race already well over halfway here at Rockingham. Lap 46 of 75 here at the line. I tell y'all what, that lap, Kevin Feimster made up about 2/10 on Briley Wright. And Briley could just be saving his tires. I mean, he knows he's still got 30 laps left. But Kevin Feimster definitely still got some speed in that number one. We'll come back to him here in just a moment. Brian Rupert and Joshua Garrison still just stuck on each other here on the racetrack. The 18 just right behind that 8 car. Again, this is for 5th and 6th, so this is for a top 5 finish here. Joshua Garrison just doesn't quite have the run and just not able to get on the inside of the 8 car of Brian Rupert. And appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. Been a good race so far. Only one caution. There the 18 goes. Sorry, I was looking at my Twitch and did not see the 18 of Joshua Garrison makes the pass on the 8 of Brian Rupert. Brian Rupert going to try to maybe cross him over, but decides better of it. This looks like the 00 of Thomas Melnick came down pit road. He is now being scored 2 laps down. And James Kerr still in 7th. Really didn't make a whole lot of ground on these two right here. But I feel like that may change now that Joshua Garrison finally got by Brian Rupert. You could tell Garrison had a little bit more speed in his car. Probably had a little bit more tires on that thing. We'll see if James Kerr can catch Brian Rupert before the end of this race. Patrick Allen being shown in 8th. He's 21 seconds behind race leader Briley Wright. Again, right now, Briley Wright turning about 25.97, and last lap, Kevin Feemster turned to 25.88. So Kevin Feemster right now a little bit faster than Briley Wright, but not by much. That time they turned the exact same lap time. Both turned to 25.92 out on the racetrack. So very, very close in times here. But Briley Wright definitely been the dominant driver here today. We'll see that time Briley Wright turned to 26.11. Kevin Feemster turned to 25.91. So I tell you, Feemster's consistently in that 25.9 range. And he's only 2.2 seconds back from Briley Wright now. You know, remember when he made that pass on Jeremy Rigney, he was right at 3 seconds back. So he's already made up 0.8 here in just a few amount of laps. So could be that the one of Kevin Feemster could catch Briley Wright here by the end of this race. But he could use up his stuff trying to get to him. Or a caution could come out and it would all be for none. We'd line them back up and race one more time. Pretty calm race though, other than the first incident there. First caution that we had of the night where Joshua Garrison got up underneath the one car of Kevin Feemster. But yeah, Kevin Feemster right now 0.3 faster than Briley Wright that last lap. Briley Wright turned to 26.3. Kevin Feemster turned to 26.07. And you see on the ticker there to your left, it went from 2.2 now to 1.7. You can almost see him in the frame now here. Kevin Feemster is on a mission, and he's got a fast race car. Still wondering if maybe Briley's just babying his tires a little bit. We'll have to see whenever Feemster gets to this 51 car, because at this rate, he will definitely get to him. Brian Rupert's coming down pit road. He was running in 6th position. Also, some of these guys may not have enough fuel to make it to the end of this race. These things usually are pretty packed full of fuel, but you never know. I mean, it could be that some of these drivers, including the 51 of Briley Wright, may be saving, trying to make it to the end. But Brian Rupert still being shown on pit road, so pretty much if you come down pit road, you're gonna go a couple laps down. Joshua Garrison coming down pit road now. It could be fuel here. Or they could have blown a right front tire. Really hard to tell. Obviously, we cannot hear any of the drivers or race control, so we kind of know what has happened in the past, and definitely looks like either they're needing fuel or some kind of maybe a tire blew out on some of these cars. But Briley Wright is about to get passed for the lead here, so I really do think that they're saving for fuel here. Feemster is not saving. You remember Feemster was in that wreck, that first wreck. Jeremy Rigney now on pit road. James Kerr's on pit road. I wonder if when Kevin Feemster pitted, you know, did he fill that thing up and Here comes Bradley Wright. Was your race leader, got passed right before he came to pit road. So I'm now wondering if that crash didn't actually help Kevin Feemster out, because when he crashed, he came down pit road. Obviously, you know, I would assume probably took his faster pair as hard as he hit, and may have even taken, you know, some tires and may have taken fuel. And I mean, you got to think that that could save him. Never mind. Just kidding. Kevin Feemster's on pit road, so obviously wasn't enough for Feemster, but he was able to actually push really, really hard there at the end and actually caught Bradley Wright. But now the question is, does Feemster have a set of tires? We'll watch him here and see if it jacks the car up. There it goes. So, yep, Feemster does have tires. And ladies and gentlemen, look at who's out here leading this damn race right now with 13 to go. It's Patrick Allen Jr. and the 45 Monster Energy car. That could be why he fell off there. You know, we saw him really, really fall off and lose a lot of spots. Could very well be that he was trying to save some fuel on his own. But it looks like he may be trying to come in. No, he's going to stay out one more lap. Running really slow lap times right now, but he is 18 seconds ahead of Kevin Feemster. So Feemster's going to have to close over a second a lap if he wants to catch Patrick Allen. The real question is, does Patrick Allen have enough fuel, and does he have a tire that can make it to the end of this race? Riggs asked, you know what's worse than ants in your pants? I have no idea, buddy. What? Maybe Patrick Allen went in this race? Yeah, well, uncles, yeah. I would agree with that, but I would say Patrick Allen winning this race would be pretty crazy too. Y'all got to stick around for the post-race interview if this holds. I mean, nobody will be able to understand him, but man, I'm excited to talk to him if he can make it that long. There you go. You see Bradley Wright unlapping himself, so now Bradley Wright 26 seconds back from Patrick Allen. He just crossed the line with 8 to go, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the shocker of the century here. Patrick Allen winning a race on strategy. I wouldn't believe it if I saw it, but Feemster's catching quick. Feemster now only 11 seconds behind Patrick Allen Jr. 6 laps to go here. Again, Feemster 9 seconds back. Means he would have to close about 1.2 seconds per lap. He's definitely closing. I just don't know if there's enough time, and I don't know if Patrick Allen can make it on fuel or not. This is a big deal here. Oh, Patrick Allen Jr. looks like he is out of fuel. Man. Storybook finish goes up in flames. You hate to see it for Patrick Allen Jr. Just didn't have enough in the tank. So Kevin Feemster will be your race leader now. He is a good 8 seconds ahead of Joshua Garrison. Hate to see that. Got 3 to go. Patrick Allen Jr. home pit road. Now being shown in dead last, 9th place. Man. Yeah, just didn't quite do his math right there. Strategy. Should have known. Wasn't gonna work in his favor here tonight. But hey, he gave it the old college try, and that's all that matters. So still hate that I can't get an interview with him. Would love to interview Patrick Allen one day. Oh well, maybe next week. Anyway, back to our lead here. Kevin Feemster got a 9-second lead over Joshua Garrison coming to the white flag here. Final lap presented by Scam Faction Apparel. That's our new white flag sponsor, by the way, for any series that we do from here until the end of eternity. Kevin Feemster coming around turn 3 and 4 was involved in the first wreck, was up into the outside wall. He's going to get her done, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Feemster is your race winner here at Rockingham Late Model Stock Car Series over in the Grassroots Discord, our sister leagues. Joshua Garrison comes home in second. Riley Wright comes home in third. And unfortunately, Patrick Allen comes home in 9th position. Yeah, good run for Feemster. He has been fast in so many races, and just well, he's one thing he's got to work on his burnouts here. Need to have a talk with him. Maybe the front end was illegal. He had a Hendrick front end on that thing and had to beat it up a little bit. But anyway, stay tuned here. We'll talk to our top 3. There's a little bit better of a burnout there by Kevin Feemster. He's giving it his all. He's doing the best he can. Yeah, he needs to practice burnouts. We'll have a team burnout session. You got to go in the grass and just sling that thing around. We'll talk to him here in just a minute. Ask him to make sure he practices doing his burnouts. But stick around. We'll be right back here with driver interviews here for the top 3. So stick around. We'll have your top 3 drivers in the booth here with me momentarily. Excuse me. All right, we are back here with our top 3 finishers. Bradley Wright. Did not see him in the waiting room, so we will. We're actually going to try and get a word with Quiet here. Let me see if I can drag him in just here real quick. I'm going to do this for the viewage. That's what Cody Riggs said I should do, and he's a pretty smart fella, so I'm going to see what we can do here. I'm going to bring up his driver card, but just I don't know. He needs to change his picture or something. So, all right, let's see if we can get Quiet here in the booth. Patrick Allen Jr., this is Ryan in the booth. Got a copy? Patrick Allen. There you are. There you are. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah.
Man, I wanted to bring you in here because the whole chat was rooting for you. I was rooting for you. What happened? Just not enough fuel in it?
Flat tire, basically.
Flat tire. Ah. So
right front.
You did have enough fuel. You just blew the right front tire.
Yes, I did.
Oh man. Well, tough break for you, but wanted to at least figure out what was going on, and good run. You were up there in fourth for a little bit, and then you were leading. Thought you were gonna get you one, but just not in the cards.
Nope.
All right. Talk to you later, buddy.
Later.
Bye. All right, that was your 9th place finisher. Now we'll again, Bradley Wright not around, so I guess he's too famous to do interviews here at Arcs Racing Networks. That's fine. He's like a Kyle Busch, you know. So we'll bring in our 2nd place finisher, Joshua Garrison. This is Ryan Pennell in the booth. You got a copy?
Sir.
Man, you had a good race. It started off a little rough. You and Feem got involved in a little altercation there, but after that, seemed to straighten out for you a little bit, and you come home in 2nd. Talk about the strategy. I thought everybody was running out of fuel. I didn't realize until Kerr said something that right front tires were actually blowing out. So tell us about your strategy and how you came home 2nd.
Yeah, so for Rupert hit the wall, and that's when I got around him. And a couple laps after that, he actually blew a tire, and I'm like, man, I don't know, when do I pit? So I ran, I don't know, 3 or 4 more laps, and finally decided to pit. I only took 2 tires, that was it. And then when I come back out, I cycled back through the 2nd place. I didn't think I would as far back as I was.
Well, that worked out for you for sure, and you got I think it's your best finish. I did miss a couple weeks, so I'm not sure, but I think it's your best finish of the Saturday night series. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Well, good job to you. I'll give you the floor. You got any sponsors or friends and family you want to shout out?
Nope, nobody.
Heck yeah.
Except for you.
Hey, there you go.
Well, I'm gonna need a ride to Chicagoland, by the way.
All right, yeah, we'll jump in the plane. We'll fly over there real quick. I got my private jet over there. We'll fly over and we'll get both of our trucks, and we'll try and push you to the win.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Good luck, buddy, and hopefully we'll talk to you again next week.
Yep, thanks.
See ya. All right, that was our 2nd place finisher there, Joshua Garrison. Now we're going to talk to the main man, your race winner, Kevin Feemster. This is Ryan Pennell in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yep, I got you. How we doing?
Ooh, man, I'm doing good. Hey, it's always good to see a teammate get that victory. Obviously, we saw you early on, you and Dirt. Looked like it maybe was a little net code, but also just a racing deal. Got together. Looked like you were out of it there from the start, but man, you hung in there and made it to the finish. How did you? And again, from my end, I thought everybody was running out of fuel. Didn't realize that it was actually right front tires that were blowing out. So you were really fast on that late run, and were able to get past Briley. How were you able to do that? And then how were you able to keep it up there to win this thing?
Just worked the track, man. I wasn't trying to dive it in there, kill my tires, my right fronts on the entry. I also set my tire offset and my steering offset up to 14-1 before the race. I don't know if anyone else did that, but it seemed to save my tires a lot. I didn't even know if I needed to pit. To be honest with you, everyone else was pitting for tires. I didn't blow a right front or anything like that, but I ended up pitting just in case. I didn't want to blow it with 5 to go and then hate myself for it. But I ended up pitting there, and I still had I think it said 25% on my right front at the end of that stint, and I only took 2 tires there, and it came out with. I knew Patrick Allen wasn't gonna be able to make it there to the end, so yeah, I just stay consistent. Stay consistent in the entire race. Race the exact same line every single turn, every single lap. So just got comfortable with it and just rolled with it. And the more I ran it, the faster I got. I started catching Briley there. I got past Rafferty. He raced me good and hard and side by side there for a few laps. And then a few laps later, I was able to catch Briley and get the lead and just took off from there.
Absolutely. Well, good race. Before I throw it over to you, one quick thing. We have got to work on your burnout, sir, bud.
Oh, dude, I was trying, man. I think it's because I only took 2 tires. I don't know. My right sides would grip, and my left side just wouldn't do nothing. I was like, F it, I'm going to the grass. I'm going to the grass and start playing in the mud.
Yeah, I saw you hit the front end. I figured you probably had an illegal part on there. You had to dent that thing in a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. That's what it was.
All right, well, I'll throw the floor over to you. Any sponsors, friends, family you want to shout out?
It's shout out Grassroots putting on the show, Clan. Everybody that was in there, I got thank you for broadcasting. We'll give a shout out to Doobie that was on my car, Dubby, however the hell you say it. And then Sugarland Moonshine and Herco Machines. Shout out my wife for putting up with me racing all these times that I race. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, that's it.
Awesome. Well, Joshua Garrison asked me if he could get a ride on my plane on Flight Simulator back to Chicagoland. So I think we're all gonna jump in and head over there because we got a truck race to do. At least me and Joshua do. I know you probably got other stuff going on, but if you're gonna be there, then we'll have a good fun race there at Chicagoland as well. But good job to you. Congrats on the win, and hopefully we'll talk to you again next Saturday.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you.
All right, see you, man.
Yep.
All right, that was your race winner, Kevin Feemster. That's going to do it for us here tonight on ARCS Racing Networks. That was Grassroots Late Model Stock Car Series from Rockingham. Your top 5 is Kevin Feemster, Joshua Garrison, Briley Wright, Falcon Smith, and Jeremy Rigney. Awesome race by Kevin Feemster. Good job to him. Been a long time coming for that young man to get him a win. So also heartbreak for Briley. Was out there all night, way ahead of pretty much everyone out there. So really unfortunate for him tonight, but he still gets a 3rd place finish, and again, he's too cool for an interview, so that's fine. We'll hopefully talk to him another time, but that's again, that's going to do it for us. So we'll play y'all out here with some music now that we're getting fancy over here, trying to keep up with all the fancy streamers and whatnot. So again, tomorrow I'll be streaming my flight from Atlanta to Dover, Delaware. Got our A Squared ARCS race over there at Dover with the next gen cars, and then we'll be back Friday night with ARCS Ignition, and then again Saturday for late model stock cars. So appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate y'all coming out. Till the next time we see y'all, stay on that loud pedal.